What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video journaling episode. It's been a while. 2 days or so. 3 days. Well, for the last 2 days I did not upload. And you may wonder what I have been up to. Alright. Thursday, 2 days ago. Sports exam. I thought it was at 12 because on that day there were 2 exams and I looked at the table and it said 9 a.m., 12 a.m. I'm like, 12 p.m. I'm like, easy, okay. I'll do it in a chill way. I'll eat, I'll do my habits, and then around 11 something I'll leave. 11:30, 11:40ish, something like that. Now, I was chilling at home, eating. 8:50, I get a call. Yo, Nikita, where are you? I'm like, I'm at home eating. What do you mean, where are you? He's like, the exam starts in 10 minutes. What? Like, bro, come on. I'm like, what? The exam starts in 10 minutes? And then I finished eating. I stuffed it in my mouth. I got changed quickly. Luckily, I don't live that far from the place where we were examined. Where the exam took place. So I made it in time. At exactly 9, I was there. Then we had warm-up time, 15 minutes, something like that. Easy peasy. The thing is, I warmed up my knees and my do you say ankles? Yeah, like the feet, ankles, whatever. Yeah, and I was like, okay, that's all I need to warm up for sprint. And then it was sprinting time, 100 meters, and I was actually the fastest. We always went in a pair of 2. So 2 people at once. I ran 13.38, which is 8 points out of 15. Nothing big, but I only tried it once last week. And then, so that's alright. But after the run, I was like, damn. Now my hips hurt. Actually, they have been hurting. For the past few days, I have had horrible pain. I could not turn. 90 degrees or 180. I couldn't, or close to 180, right? I couldn't turn. All I could do was, right now I'm sitting straight. I could do this without pain. Any more than this, and I felt so much pain. That was not so nice, but it's over. So what? Yeah, it was actually no biggie. Then it was jumping time. Yo, horrible. I didn't even do that once. I don't even remember when the last time was when I did that. Maybe 6th grade, maybe 5th grade. Something around that time. Yeah, got 0 points obviously because it's been almost a decade since I did that. So yeah, and that was never really that good. But, oh yeah, first of all, 2 people got hurt during the sprint. Have to retake the test another time. And yeah, jumping. So originally there were 7 of us, I think. Or 8, 7 or 8. And then, yeah, 7. 2 got hurt. Then we were 5 after the first part of the exam, of the 3-part exam. Jumping, like I said, 0 for me. 1 guy got 5. 1 girl got 2. The rest also got 0. So 3 out of 7 or 3 out of 5 people got 0 points in that part. And it was time for the, what do you even call it? The heavy metal ball, and you like that. Not throwing, but pushing, I don't know. Pushing the ball. Don't know what it's called. Yeah, 3 tries. I threw my first one was 8 meters 14 or 13, something like that, which was 8 points, and 820 would have been 9 points. So I'm like, okay. Easy, I can throw it. I can do that, you know. Moля! Sorry. Easy, I can throw it. Bitch! Moля! Hey! Nein! Excuse that. Whatever. Yeah, pushing the ball. Or whatever that's called. 813, 814-ish. And I was like, yeah, easy. I can throw those 6 centimeters. No problem. Second throw, 770 or something. I'm like, bro, what the hell is going on? Last throw. I'm like, all right. You know, the teacher's like, okay, concentrate. This is the last throw. You all got only one more try. So, concentrate. I'm like, okay, full focus. I was full focused. I was like, all right, I know it. This is going to be a good throw. I throw, or I push the ball, whatever. And it slips off my fingers. And while it's still in the air, the teacher's like, that slipped off your fingers, right? And I'm like, yep. The throw, even though, you know, it was supposed to, oh, it's too small. It was supposed to go, but it went, you know? It lost a lot of distance with this, right? A lot. And it still was 8 meters. Like, honestly, maybe that could have been like 850, the throw. Because, yeah, it was literally perfect. Like, bruh. Alright, you know, it is what it is. Still the guy who threw the furthest got the most points in that exam. And I'm like, alright, everyone's done. Let me just do it one more time to just see, you know, if I would have been able to throw that far. Because I know I would have been able to. And I just throw it, and it's exactly 821, and I will... Oh my god, I will put this dog on a fucking grill. Заткнись, блядь. Чё ты гавкаешь? На кого ты гавкаешь? На кого ты гавкаешь? Что это такое? Успокойся. Блядь, ебанутая коза, а? Что это за безобразие, а? Охереть. For anyone wondering what I said, oh my god, this dog. Basically, to put it nicely, I said, what's wrong with you? Shut your mouth. And then I cursed her night. No, I said some nice words. That was Thursday, like the exam, you know, and that I missed it. Then nothing really much happened, to be honest. Yeah. Friday in the morning, I went out again with 2 friends to that mountain or hill or whatever. It's like so weird. It's not a mountain, but it's also not a hill. It's maybe like small mountain, huge hill, something like that. Honestly, that wasn't really the vibe. That was not really the vibe. Because, like, Wednesday was still okay because we talked about something good, something productive, but that was just unnecessary talking, not talking about unnecessary things. Mostly unnecessary things. We also talked about some good things, but mostly it was not really, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. I don't know. Also because a friend cancelled right before. Like, he was like, at first, Thursday evening, he's like, yeah, I'll come. 1 hour later, he's like, no, I'm not coming. And the friend who, you know, it was like planned the 3 of us first, and then a friend called me while I was asleep, he called me. I remember, I barely remember. Like he called me. He's like, "Yo, Nikita, tomorrow the small mountain again." Yeah, 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 whatever. I'm like, yeah, yeah, bro, yeah. Well, whatever. I don't even remember more than that. Maybe more happened. I don't know. Like I can barely hear you. What? Remember? Yeah. What? Yo, called me and I was like, yeah, okay. Then it was the three of us because the one of the original guys canceled again. Then we were on the mountain. It was like I said. Afterwards, the guy who called me late in the night, he drove us home, and we were spontaneously going to get some breakfast or something small, you know. We talked about that was good, you know, that talk in the while we were getting breakfast or yeah, that was good. That was a good talk. But the one on top of the mountain, I don't know. Maybe it was, you know, that it was mostly the two of them talking because I don't know, they were talking about some bullshit, to be honest. Like something I did not want to talk with them about. I don't even remember what it was. I just remember it was valueless, you know. Valueless. I don't know. I was just chilling there listening to music, yeah. But that's what's up. And then later training was at 4 because in the evening from 7:30 onwards I had an online Zoom meeting again of the trainer's license. So yeah, 4 p.m. training. I broke a machine on accident, or you know, we had like cables, like some cable stuff where you pull, you know. And we did like a new exercise that we have never done before. It was like damn, how do you... This is gonna be tough. All right. Ooh. Basically, you stand here. The weights are... Oh, you stand here. The weights are on these two sides. You grab it, go forward, and then you just do this. And you know, the weights. Yeah, heavy stuff. Whatever. Yeah, and I was like, okay, getting ready because the weight was heavy. And I was like, I tried to pull it. Like, I did pull it and then I put it down again because I had to refocus because I wasn't focusing the first time I pulled it out. And then I refocused. I grabbed it, pulled it out, and the thing broke. And like, I pulled it here. I got it, pulled it out, and I'm like, because the thing just broke, right? Imagine that would have happened mid-set. So, yeah. Then we had to cancel that set after the first, that exercise after the first set. I had to do something different. That's why the training was a little bit, you know, a little bit short in comparison. Yeah, then I came home, showered, cooked food, trainer's license, meeting. Online meeting. Wasn't really listening, to be honest. I was kind of, not really listening. And then today, second to last day of the practical trainer's license course, this part. It was stretching. Today was the topic was like stretching or whatever, and the original like person who led this group was not there today, so there was a substitute. Yeah. But it was also like stretching. It was kind of boring, you know, kind of boring. It lasted till like 2. Oh right, it lasted till 2 p.m. And first of all, my mom brought me there today, so thank God. And she also made me food. Oh my God, that was so good. It was like some kind of pancakes, self-made, and in them, she like rolled them together, right? And inside of them she put like mashed potatoes, peas, like I don't even know what even do you call these ingredients. I know she put some nice stuff in there. Gave me 4, to take with me to the trainer's license thing. I ate 2 for breakfast. That was already good. That was like saturating, right? I gave 1 to a friend there. I was like, yo, anyone want to try? They were like, oh, no. One guy took it because he had no food with him. And he's like, damn, bro, that's good. I'm like, yeah, bro, yeah. And he's like, yo, you think you've seen the world, and then someone just like you comes around and just hits me with this. Yeah, no, he's a cool guy. Got his number today too, because I was like, yo, where do you live, by the way? He's like, in Potsdam. He's like, where do you live? I'm like, in this district here in Berlin. He's like, oh, really? A good friend of mine lives there. I visit like every 2 to 3 weeks. And I grabbed his number because when he comes here, we might just do something. And he's into boxing. Yeah, cool guy. I got driven home again, but it's nice. Not elderly guy, but like not young guy, middle-aged guy, right? Get driven home again, just like another girl, and I start like we at the start we talked about the task for tomorrow. Ooh, right. We talked about that, and then I started reading The Alchemist again, right? Because I did start reading it again, and then I started reading it during that ride. Like I continued reading it during the ride. I remember I read a few pages, like 5 or 6, and then I just fell asleep for half an hour. And I'm literally like, okay, damn. I thought I just closed my eyes for a few seconds, right? And I open my eyes and I look out. I see this certain, subway station. And I'm like, damn, bro. We were just riding, like I was 5 minutes or 10 minutes in the car, and then suddenly I am almost there. Yeah, kind of slept. Yeah, because it was like warm. I was full after the nice meal my mom gave me. Yeah, came home, prayed. Also, the missed prayers, prayed them too. Perfectly. And then my mom came home and we went grocery shopping. And now I'm here. Yeah, that's what's up. That's been the last. That's the content of the last 2 days, including this one. Yeah. Yeah. So now you know what I've been up to for the last 2 days. Tomorrow is the last day of this part of the trainer's license. Then I need to buy also the license part, the exam part of. Oh, the guy just wrote me. Damn, the guy just texted me. I need to buy the course part of the exam, basically. And he forgot. Okay. Yeah, I need to do that. And then tomorrow will be the last of this day, and then just one more day of the license part. And then I'll have the license. Ooh, and then on Monday I need to study for the last oral exam that I'll have on Tuesday, like I said, oral exam, and then I'm free. And I need to look for a need to call a few places where I could potentially work when my uni starts, right? Because like I explained already, you don't only study, you work too, and basically it's like not two separate things, it's like actually like one thing where you work for a few weeks and then you study for a few, like it's built in. Yeah, but that's all for today's video, so we'll see you in the next one.